Lee, you're on the air in San Francisco.
Omid Far, Sammy Obeid. Hey, Howard.
What was that?
I don't know.
Talking my made-up Riley language, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, I want to know how many times over the break did Robin fuck Florentine?
How did you and Jimmy do over the break? Did you see each other? Did you get closer, or is it pretty much over?
We saw each other.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice. You went away by yourself, with friends, but not Jim.
Right.
Jim wasn't with you in Florida?
I happened to see him there.
What? What happened there? Robin went down to Florida.
What did he say?
What's your follow-up question, Lee?
Hey,
This is going nowhere, so I'd like to get an update from my favorite cast member, Richard Christie, the great drummer.
Oh, Richard.
hey, is this Cheryl Stalker?
Yeah, this is the stalker.
Who is that?
You ever hear this guy calling? This guy has one. I don't know what he's. This guy might be absolutely out of his mind.
I'm not a stalker. That's a bad rumor, by the way.
Well, this is what this guy has one of the funniest phone calls ever. Every once in a while, he calls up and he goes, "Hi." He introduces himself as Cheryl Stalker.
Who's Cheryl?
Well, that's what he goes, and then he goes, and by the way, that's just rumors. That's not true at all.
And you don't know who Cheryl is.
Right? He just says he admitted, and he goes, "Hi, this is Cheryl Stalker." And by the way, that's not true at all. I was never.
Is that your screen name, Cheryl Stalker?
Is that your screen? Yeah, like a computer.
No, it's CandyStalker, but
Oh, Candy.
no, she's a nice girl. It's a misunderstanding.
Who are you talking about?
Well, how often do you...
Not stalk her.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I did a whole series of films on YouTube, but it's under Taffy's Angels, so you can check that out. But no, it was a misunderstanding.
What, it's some chick you became obsessed with?
That's like a bad rumor that's going around there.
Did she have to call someone, sir?
Yeah, she made some calls.
Do you have a restraining order against you?
Yeah.
Sir, do you think people wouldn't suspect you if you stopped introducing yourself as Candy?
Well, you brought it up, Artie.
Well, how do I know
That's
that?
your name. You announce it.
Are you in love with Candy?
Well, I love everyone.
But especially...
I love you guys. I mean, even...
What is it about Candy that was so intriguing?
Nah, she's just a friend of mine. We hung out. She's a comedian out here, and, we did some shows together and stuff, but...
Are you a comedian?
I got a lot of comedians. Yeah, I'm a comedian.
So how did things get out of hand where she had to call the police?
Well, we got into an argument, I guess, and I sent her some emails, and she didn't want to get the emails, so she called that harassment. So, since she's a comic, I figured she's got a sense of humor. Maybe, she'll get over it, so, I put up the website, but that just made her more angry.
That just inflamed the whole situation.
You put up a website devoted to her?
Yeah, it was like a goof. I was going to send traffic to her website using it, but she didn't appreciate that, and she didn't like the term stalker. And then I made a couple of short films about it, and it just kind of snowballed and got worse.
I would love to take about 20 minutes and really
Right, I want to know what these films were and the whole thing.
Well, let's cut to the chase. How many feet within her are you allowed?
I don't really know. I didn't receive the actual restraining order. I just heard that she took one out against.
If she was standing in the end zone at Giant Stadium, could you be in the other end zone?
I don't know. I haven't gotten actual paperwork, but I haven't gone near her anyway. All I did is send her some emails. And
what were in the emails?
Why are you pissed at me? Let's be friends. Happy birthday. Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, how many emails were there?
And what were the films?
Not that many. Well, I do little short films, film a comic, and so I get inspired by stuff that happens, and obviously this is something inspiring. So I did a couple of short films, and
short films. And what goes on in the short film? So pictures of her and.
Well, I depicted her and me talking in like a dream, and I used all of her words from her emails where she curses me out. And yeah, it's
sounds creepy.
You're a regular
Really?
Kubrick.
It's on Taffy's Angels. If you go to that on YouTube, or go to Comics Around the Bay is my YouTube screen name. But no, it's she's a real nice girl, and it's a misunderstanding. Hopefully, we'll be friends.
How many years has it been for the restraining order?
When
was it issued? How many years ago was it issued?
Oh no, this just happened 3 months ago, and the restraining order.
It's fresh. It's new. It's still in effect.
You know what you need to do? You need to focus on another girl, and that way maybe you'll leave Candy alone.
I am leaving her alone. I told you, it's just a bad rumor, but the whole thing is so absurd that I got inspired and did a couple of short films, and people, she's claiming I'm obsessed, but it's just funny.
You don't want to hurt her or anything?
No, I don't hurt anybody.
All right.
And there's no history of violence. I don't have a police record or anything like that. But
you know what, sadly, we know more about your love life than we do Robin's.
I appreciate your interest, but it's really not that interesting.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it is. At what point, Robin, do you feel like there are couples who keep on the down low for a long time?
You guys created the environment. Don't blame me for it. I'm like Candy in this situation.
Yep.
You got good memory, Artie. How did you know that was me? I didn't.
Yeah, you should get a restraining order against the news department.
No, I recognize your voice, and I'm glad when you called in this time, we had time to delve into it a little because we couldn't the last time. I remember 2 days in a row you called in and just said, "Hi, this is a CandyStalker," but that's a complete misunderstanding.
Wow, you got a good memory, dude.
Well, I mean,
that was a while ago.
You make an impression.
Yeah, your whole thing is funny.
Yeah, right.
Except the candy.
I'm actually complimenting you. I thought it was a funny, way to open a phone call.
Boy, don't you wish we could get this Candy on the phone to tell us really what this guy's up to?
Absolutely, the comedian here.
Get her on the show. She's a real big fan. I can give you,
Don't you give us anything.
This makes things worse, but I can give you her number off the air if you want to get her side of the story.
All right, because you know what? I bet you it's a lot different than yours.
Right.
It is. Hey, no, you're welcome to get her side of the story. I'm really not. I got nothing to hide about it. So,
where do you perform?
In the Bay Area here, San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
All right, I bet you're funny.
You want? Oh yeah, I'm a ton of laughs. But
as long as he's not after you.
You want to get her number off the air? You can call her.
All right, hold on, okay.
Okay.
Gary, hook that up. I got to hear it, Candy.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Candy out.
I'm so glad you're delving into this because I've been wondering about this guy.
Yeah, Lee. And it's like, to him, he's like, gee, I just made some short films and it was funny. And to a woman, it's like, oh, my God.
I shot her some emails, about 150 in a day.
Yeah, she's probably like, I could end up being Rebecca Schaefer from this fucking guy. I want to live my life.
Know.
I shot her some emails. And then it's going to be, I shot her.
Adam, you're on the air.